What up, Laker Nation? Yeah, with your host Kareem. How you guys doing? Better known as Doc. Was good. Appreciate everybody been showing love. I need you guys to continue showing love. This is where is it at? Um, I want to get into first. I want to talk about the Lakers. What the Lakers trying to do? The Lakers in the market for a big man. I know all you guys know y'all diehard Laker fans. You guys know this already. The Lakers trying to get a big man because they not happy with Marcus Gasol. Um, I I was I called it. I I told you guys what was going to happen, that he's washed up and things like that. Also, a lot of guys who unsubscribed to me, you guys making a big mistake. I lost like 9 subscribers, and I know I don't be on much, but I'm trying to be on much as possible. I be busy, but you're gonna get the top of the line information, and I do my thing. I really study this game. I watch it, and I'm direct. I don't put no gimmicks in my videos. It's direct. But yeah, Marcus Gasol, like I say, he's been a disappointment. I'm not surprised, so it's no big deal to me. But the Lakers in the market for a big man. I heard Trevor Lane said on his video, he said that the Lakers in the market. They said LaMarcus Aldridge might get brought out, and possible, the Lakers might target him. They say he'd be a bad fit for the Lakers. I think he'd be a good fit alongside Anthony Davis. That he'd be an excellent fit. The only thing he won't, I think, fit in far as his shot blocking. But the thing is, if you can't get to me, the only real shot blocker, we don't get Whiteside. I feel you might as well, because Drummond not going to give you no rim protection, and he good at rebounding, but he clogs the lane. So it's like a, if you think I'm gonna match up Andre Drummond with LaMarcus Aldridge, right? Andre Drummond is more bigger and more, stronger, more physical, present, and more of a true blue center. Now, what he give you is he can roll and get lobs, get a couple lobs, and he's an excellent rebounder, but he's not a shot blocker, what the Lakers need. Now, what LaMarcus Aldridge give y'all, get the Lakers, he could score in the post, he could hit mid range, and he could knock down a three or two. And rebounding and all that, but it's decent. His center position not that strong, so defensively he can handle it defensively. I think he'd be excellent addition alongside Anthony Davis, LeBron, and I think he'd be excellent addition if we don't get Whiteside. To me, I know Whiteside's not the sexiest name, but if you want to say far as need, if we just gonna stick with need, he gives us that big 7 foot presence, long arms, can block shots. And he also can rebound also, and he a lob threat. So he give us what we missed with Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee did 3 things. They protect the rim, they was lob threats, and they was solid rebounders. And that's all 3 things. Hassan Whiteside check all 3 boxes. Now, if we don't get Hassan Whiteside, the reason why I said LaMarcus Aldridge the best, because he gives you a little more offensively. He more versatile offensively than Drummond, but he not gonna neither one of them gonna give us rim protection, and like I said, he definitely a much better rebounder than Aldridge. So, you can't really go wrong, but I think I disagree with Trevor Lane and them. I think that he'd be an excellent addition to the team if you look how the Lakers play it, and the things he could do on the floor. He's tall enough, like I said, to play center. See, the thing is, what I tell people, yeah, is he declining? Sure, he declining, but he's a different type of decline than Marcus Gasol. Especially if we talk about, now, if you saying have him for 2 years, I wouldn't like the idea. But for this stretch run, these last couple months, I think he has enough in the tank to get the job done. And I tell people that like a guy, for instance, like Wesley Matthews, he's strictly outside shooter. Offensively, that's all he do is stand behind the 3-point line. That's all he's gonna give you. The same as KCP. Them guys, they're tricky. When your name not Steph or Clay, and you're not a excellent, high-ranking 3-point shooter, I think a lot of these guys get overrated. And those most 3-point guys who that's all they do, they can easily lose their confidence. That's why I hate when they be like, oh, he could shoot threes, or Marcus could shoot threes. All coming to the when Marcus came to the Lakers, all they said was he could shoot threes and he could pass. They kept knocking on the door with those two things he can do. But the thing what scared me, a 3-point shot is a low percentage shot. People fail to realize that's far. That's 20 something feet out. That's not a high percentage shot. So you banking on bringing on somebody in that they're gonna consistently knock down a low percentage shot. I don't like that. I'm a guy, like I said, if I'm building a team, I'm building differently. I want a guy who, even if he's not as good as a guy, like some people like, oh, look at this guy, he shot. Like they may say, for instance, I'm just going to throw a name out there. Oh, DeMar DeRozan, he don't fit the Lakers. He shoot 32% from three. Oh, but they say KCP, let's just say he shoot 39% from three. But he's much better, this and that. But you have to think of this. Look, a lot of stuff he give you. He give you more of a threat. He's a better facilitator. DeRozan, he can pass, and he create shot for others, and also he could get his own shot. So he might not be as strong on the outside shooting as him, but his makeup and what he could do, his impact would be more effective than the guy who stand there only they can shoot his threes. Them guys who really can't put the ball on the floor and they have to wait for somebody to get them the ball and they have to be wide open. Now, mind you, when you say 3-point shooter, you have to take a lot of things into account when you jump the gun and think about somebody 3-point shooting. You have to look at, can they do it, how they do it. Do they do it with a hand in their face? Do they do it off the dribble, off pick? So it's a lot of different ways you have to look at the guy before you pick him up. And like I said, Marcus Gasol, he's not that. Like, he's not good to where you lost Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee and they thought they was getting something, which everyone saw. So when you building a team, the first thing you have to do, you have to look at all phases of it. Now, a guy, to me, if I'm getting a guy and that's all he good, just stand behind the 3-point line and shoot, he's not going to get top dollar, is one. And number two, I'd rather that guy be more of a guy to come off the bench. Because that's not too much of a reliable type player. Most of them guys, Danny Green, them guys like that. You taking a risk. Because they shot not falling. If they don't know how to do anything else to get their shot, what's the first thing they're going to do? Lose confidence. Them guys, easy to lose confidence. That's why when KCP was struggling last year, the beginning of last year, he was almost to the drain. Dwight Howard, a lot of guys try to pick him up mentally and be like keep going. Like lucky he had a team like the Lakers who had LeBron and AD. They still was winning games. Imagine he was on a sorry team losing and shooting bad like that. You know, them guys, it's easy for them guys to lose confidence in their shot, especially if they not like a Steph and a Clay. They like different. Some of them type guys is different, but they like a tier under and they know I can't get the ball and I can't just go to the basket and get my shot off and score that way. They in trouble. Them guys easy to lose confidence. That's why I'm not crazy about them guys when the guys go, oh, he can shoot threes. And if I look at most of them guys, they be one-dimensional, like Davis, Baton, and them guys like that. Danny Green, a lot of guys in it. Buddy Hill, them guys really can't do anything but stand outside to just chuck up 3-point shots. If they can't get it off the dribble and go to the basket and more creative offensive type players, you can be in trouble. That's why if they're off the bench and they not as, the role not as important, you could get away with it. But if you count on this guy like that, you're in trouble. Like Wesley Matthews, for instance, all he do is basically spot up 3-point shooter. You look at his games, he shoot 4 for 4 from three, 2 from three, 2 for 3 from three, 0 for 5, 4 from three. Like it's up and down. That's what you're gonna get with them type guys. So if it's a guy that's close, he decent and 3 points. Most of the guys first thing, he shoot this from three. You have to look at everything. If you have to pick between two guys, and you got one guy, he might shoot 32% from three, but he can score in the basket. He could do a lot of different things offensively. Or a guy, he just strictly a 3-point shooter, but he shoot 38% from the field. From three. And this guy 32. Yes, it's higher. Yes, he might be a better 3-point shooter. But it might be smart for you to go after the guy who shoots 32% that can give you a lot of different things. So that's just a quick little thing real quick. But I need you guys to subscribe, man. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing subscribers. I don't know if because I ain't on enough, but you're going to get the real when I come on. So subscribe and hit that like button. Show your boy some love.